Hello and welcome to the Bellatini Art Studio. Let's go.
Who doesn't love a Neo 2 project? Sign me up. But in this project, it didn't quite work out. These blues, so stubborn, nothing wanted to move. I used as much water, I think, as anybody could ever in this book. And let's just say, it didn't work. Let's talk about what did. I use some gouache. This is our Bellatini gouache, and that's Cloud 9 Sunrise Cookie Monster. And this is the fluorescent pink from Arteza. Really like that one. It helps a lot. So let's get started. Well, I'm getting set up. I already have my watercolor prepped with enough water, getting it all mushy gushy. I've used 2 gouache and 1 watercolor. The watercolor is going to be lighter pigmented and the gouache is going to be heavier. So as I'm placing this, I'm being thoughtful about where I want this to land on the paper. And so I'm going to keep lining this. I got the yellow on there and a pink. So it's kind of acting as like primaries. And, you just make sure you get a lot on there. Let the first one dry, and you're going to see that there's stuff on the side. You're going to want to wipe that off. Don't leave that on there because it'll kind of like bloom out when you press down, because we're going to press this down, give a little twist, hurry to get water in the center of it. You see what I'm doing? Move it around. Now, when I did the Neo 2s, it wouldn't spread out like that. And it was a little bit disappointing, to say the least, but I said, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep trying for you. So I just dabbed and dab with the tip of the brush. We talk about the tip and the belly of the brush a lot on our channel. And this here, I'm going to give it another go. I used a smaller, flatter surface to see what happens. I'm expecting this to kind of go everywhere, but let's see what happens. You get a little twist there. Yep, so it does. It kind of blooms out a little bit, but I got that water in there. I think it's a little bit too much water, and be careful with getting it too muddy. Now, if you do it enough, it's going to look like a bubble versus just, I think this is a good example too here. I left the center. You see how I left the center? Because it's going to look more like it's actually a bubble, I guess, coming off the page. Yeah, this is what it's going to be, but I didn't want to leave you hanging, so I grabbed this background color. I wanted to show you how I got it. I went around the different lid sizes with the aqua color, and then I did the lids, the same method as what I just showed you, and I laid them down on top of the same size lid and did the same process, put the water, squished it around, tap, did all the different sizes. And I was like, oh, I really like this. And what it does is brings your bubbles into the water and then like closer. So, the foreground and the background. And this one I was giving an example of, you don't have to do the colorful ones. You can just do this with, blues and teals and things like that. It could be as colorful as you want, or you can add them together and then it makes it look like the rainbow bubbles pop. I also wanted to show you can take this method and make a little bit less vibrant. They can be a little more muted, and there's just all kinds of different methods you can do. And this just really changes it. Here's an up close picture of what I'm working on, what it looks like after. And then here's also what it looks like dry, once it's all finished. So I hope you enjoyed this. These are some of our own watercolors and mixed with others. And it was a wonderful background project. I'm working on backgrounds and this year and on my journey. And I'm hoping that I can keep coming up with some more stuff. But try this. Let me know how you think about it. And if you enjoyed it, I like this because it shows you can do all kinds of different bubbles. Anyway, hope to see this in your books, in your things. And again, we appreciate you being here. I guess I should probably tell you, you can use lids like this. I use like pin caps. And I don't know. Make sure that when you get them, though, they don't have those little ridges. Anyway, thank you. Thanks for putting up with my crazy brain. my unorganized thought processes. And again, I look forward to our time together, and we will see you each day live at 5. Thank you so much for being here. Toodles, my noodles.